honest, do you like running all the time?
Are there some days where the thought of pulling on your trainers fills you with dread?
Or perhaps that's the feeling every day.
Well, you have come to the right place. Whether you're a seasoned runner who's fallen out of love with it, or you're just getting started and can't find your mojo, we are here to help.
Stay tuned for some tips on motivation, session planning and more. Plus, keep watching till the very end of this video because we've got something to give away that's bound to get you excited about running.
Before we dive in though, have you hit subscribe yet? We are close to getting to 500,000 subscribers and we would love for you to join our awesome community. So hit subscribe if you haven't already, and now onto the tips.
First up, some handy tricks to get yourself out the door. We know the feeling well. You're sat staring at your trainers, but there's a barrier preventing you from putting them on, or you start finding other things to do to put it off. So guilty of this. Well, here are some things that we've tried that have proved successful.
If you're just starting your running journey and don't know where to begin, then why not try a walk/run plan? Couch to 5K guides you through every workout with a mixture of walking and running intervals, or there are lots of walking and running training plans online to give a go as well. This breaks up the run and helps you to build up the distance and intensity safely. This is also a great way to return to running after injury, illness, or just some time off.
Another way to motivate yourself is to meet up with a friend. You could run to meet them or get them to come to your house to pick you up and go out for a run. Having an appointment to be somewhere and with someone is something that really helped motivate me during my marathon training this year, especially on the days where I really didn't want to go out.
If meeting up with one person isn't enough motivation, then how about a whole club? Running clubs give that appointment to be there, but they can also introduce you to new sessions. You can meet up with new people, and there's a great social element as well. You might even forget you're out for a run when you're having a catch up with the group. Maybe not on a hill session though. You could also join the Running Channel's Facebook group. They're an incredibly supportive bunch of people who inspire and motivate each other all over the world.
Can't face the same routes over and over again? I feel that, especially in the winter. I only have one route that is well lit at night, and pounding the same pavements every day really isn't that exciting. So why not cycle, hop on a train, or drive somewhere different to run? Investigate other places that you could go and run, and you might find somewhere where you could eventually run to rather than drive to for a long run. Remember to stay safe though. Do your research before you head out somewhere new, and always tell someone where you're going.
You can also use apps and maps to discover new places to run. Garmin Connect and Strava have features where they can generate a route based on other runners' data, or you could reach out to other runners in your area and ask them for tips on where to go as well. There is nothing more satisfying than discovering a trail path that you didn't know existed.
If the thought of going for a run isn't appealing, that's okay. Sometimes a rest day can be exactly what your body needs. But we've all had the, I know a run's gonna make me feel great, I just can't make myself go feeling. Well, here is a trick. Put on your running kit and go for a walk. If you get 5 minutes in and it turns into a run, amazing. But even if you just keep it to a walk, then you've got some fresh air and you should feel better by the end of it. Maybe you've got a variety of routes, but no matter which direction you head off in, every run is at the same pace. That can get really boring really quickly, but it's an easy trap to fall into.
Guilty. When I started running, every single run that I did was a 5K, and after a while I got really bored and eventually I stopped running for a while. Then I heard about interval training, so I put my trainers back on and went out to do 10 1-minute interval repeats at 5K pace with 1 minute recovery between each interval. The overall run that I did was about the same length as my 5K runs, but I had things to think about which made a huge difference. I was timing the minutes, going all out on each interval, and then recovering, which made it a lot more interesting, and I felt great at the end of the session.
There are so many different training sessions that you can try, and if you're not sure where to start, you're in the right place. We have got loads of videos with training tips and sessions for all abilities, as well as some specific training plans on our website, so go and check them out. And to get you started, we've put together 2 video playlists for new runners and improver runners with our top picks of videos. Just head to the links in the description of this video to check them out.
Are you scared of the stats? I sometimes used to not want to go out for a run because I was scared it would be too slow or I wouldn't be able to hit the paces that I wanted to. First thing to say on this is that you shouldn't be running every run at the same pace. Recovery runs and speed sessions will look very different in terms of pace, but are both equally as important to your training. And if the numbers are taking over your life, then why not try taking them away altogether? Take off your watch and go for a run. Maybe even try a run with no music or podcasts. Reconnecting with the simplicity of running might be exactly what you need.
Want to know when most people hate running? Right after a race or completing a goal. You've had this big rush of excitement, completed a distance or hit a target, and then everything from that point might just feel a little bit underwhelming.
Oh yes, I can relate to this one. Finishing a marathon left me feeling amazing until I started running again and I didn't get the same high after every run, or a medal, or crowds cheering me on. It all felt a little bit strange and I didn't have anything that I was working towards.
Does anyone else feel the same? Don't worry, it is completely normal. Your main focus, especially after a marathon or a longer distance, should be recovery, but that doesn't mean that you can't plan for the future as well.
There is nothing like a goal to get you going again, and that can often reignite your running mojo and put an end to the running hatred. So what challenge can you set yourself next? A new parkrun PB, stepping up to a bigger distance like a 10K, half marathon or longer, perhaps changing terrain and going for a trail race rather than a road race, or entering a fun run like a muddy 5K or a fancy dress race. Get browsing and see what takes your fancy, and you might find it makes a big difference to your motivation in training.
Planning out your racing calendar in advance can really help structure your training throughout the whole year. Try not to bunch up big races and give yourself some variety in what you're training for to allow for recovery and ensure that you don't end up overtraining. If you're looking for more information about overtraining and what to look out for, then do check out our video.
Have you hit a wall with your running and are you struggling to improve? This can feel really frustrating if you've been hitting some new PBs and then start to plateau, but don't worry, this happens to everyone.
Rather than aiming for times, why not start to think about your running form? Is there anything that you could do to help improve your technique, your breathing, or your efficiency? This might involve making tweaks to how you run or practicing some drills to make sure that your form stays correct when you get fatigued.
You might also want to think about cross-training and how that can benefit your running. Strength training and cross-training can help to get your running mojo back by injecting a little bit of variety, but it can also make a huge difference to your running and help to prevent injury too.
If you're after some tips on cross-training or running technique, then you guessed it, you are in the right place. Check out our videos for top tips on running form, breathing techniques, and we've got some killer home workouts for you to try as well. Be warned, they'll make you sweat.
Think about logging your training activities either in a diary or through an app so that you can see whether you've got the right balance of types of runs or cross-training. This can be a great way of seeing improvement, but can also make sure that you don't become obsessive. Like we've said, sometimes you might want to escape the stats and switch off. It's all about balance in every aspect.
We really hope that this video has made you hate running a little bit less, or at least given you some tips on how to make you love it a bit more.
If you do need any more motivation, then don't worry, we've got one more trick up our sleeves. We are giving away a bundle of running goodies to one of you. Check the link in the description for all the T's and C's and how to enter. Have you got any other hacks on how to run when you hate running? Let us know in the comments, and please give this video a like if you found it useful, and we will see you next time on the Running Channel.